What's up, guys? What's going on? I just figured I'd jump on here. I just got through running around for the vacation I'm taking in a week or so. So, just figured I'd come on here and hang out with y'all for a little bit before I went to bed. But just running around, grabbing some last minute stuff for the vacation I'm taking. Hey, what's up, guys? What's up, Trey? What's up, man? How you doing, guys? Just wanted to jump on here real quick and hang out with y'all for a little while at least. Maybe 45 minutes or so uh before I went to bed. Yeah, Trey, I don't like it either, man. I do not like it either. I was not a fan of that trade. I was not a fan of that trade at all. I don't trust the prospects that the Red Sox got back in return, and it's just a bad look for the team. So I don't like. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I'm happy we got rid of Price though, because that's a plus. Getting rid of that idiot David Price is a plus. I am going to Arizona. I'm going next week, next Friday. I am going to Arizona for a week. I am taking a vacation. So I will be in the desert for a week. So I just had to do some running around today to get some stuff for that. But yeah, so I just wanted to come on here, guys. I just got back in. I had to buy a couple extra suitcases and some extra clothes for the trip. Yeah, I will be in Cave Creek, Arizona, a suburb of Phoenix. So I will be spending a week out there. I have family in Arizona, so going to visit my family, taking a week's vacation and going to go hang out in the desert. Should be fun. I haven't been back there in a while. Hey, what's up, Pitbull? Hey, CJ, what's going on, guys? What up? What's up? CJ they did nothing. Nope, they did not do a single thing, which I was kind of expecting. I kind of expected them to do that. I didn't expect much out of the Celtics at the deadline. Hey, what up, good old Pete? What's up, my dude? What's going on? What's up, man? I just wanted to come on here and hang out with you guys for a little bit. But yeah, so no big news for the Celtics, no big moves. So the team's basically going to remain the same, and I guess they're going to see how it's going to take them and how far the team that Pete. Yeah, so they did nothing. They're just I kind of expected it. I kind of expected Danny Ainge to just kind of ride this year out and see where they ended up. I assume they're probably gonna go after somebody in the upcoming off season instead of trying to get him at the trade deadline. They will more than likely try and move someone in the off season. That is my at least that's my expectations. And then the uh, the Mookie Betts kind of blockbuster trade that was I can't say I didn't see it coming, but like I don't like what we got back from that trade. I really really don't. Hey, what's up, Sarah? How you doing? I don't think we got enough back in return for Betts. I really don't. Yeah, CJ, we haven't done much in the last couple of years. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but the Celtics need a big man to compete. They need a guy to help with some size to help them out with these bigger teams. Um, and obviously we're not going to get that at the trade deadline because that's come and gone. So we're probably going to have to wait till this off season to see what they do. So I kind of expected this. I kind of expected Danny Ainge to ride this season out and ride this season out and basically see where they land. Pete, I'm with you 100%. They didn't ruin IT's career. They did not. It's a business. They were trying to improve the team. Isaiah Thomas got up in his own feelings, and he let that get the better of him. Yeah, well, that's all those people. That's you know what that is. Good old Pete. That's those people that don't understand that the underneath all the BS that it's these teams in the league itself. It's one big giant business, man, and the business is winning. You know, the business is winning. So you have to, if you have to make a hard decision, you kind of got to do that. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. I mean, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes you got to make, decisions that, you probably don't want to make as an owner and as an organization to try and, better, for the betterment of the team. You're trying to make the team better. And if that means you got to move a guy like IT, then that's what you have to do. That's kind of what you have to do. Me too, Sarah. I like the young core they have. I think they're building something pretty good there. Um, and I don't think they were going to try and break the bank and get a big guy at they didn't want to get a big at the expense of Smart, Tatum, or Brown. That's why they didn't move anybody because all the really talented big men in the league. That's what the other teams were going to ask. They were going to ask for either Tatum, Brown, or Tatum, Brown, or Smart, or a combination of those three. And I don't think the Celtics wanted to give that up. I'm actually like 95% sure they would never give that up for something like that. So it's it would just all those really talented big men. You were going to have to give up the young core, and I don't think Danny Ainge wanted to do that. What's up, Pats Nation Tattoo? What's going on, man? But I do think that's kind of where I think that's where the Celtics are at. I think that's where that's where the organization is at. They need that one piece. They need that one big man, and I think they'll be a serious contender. Thompson wouldn't be a bad move, CJ. It wouldn't. But what would you the biggest question the biggest question would be like what's the asking price? What is the asking price for Thompson? What do they want? They're cuz they're they're going to go after Brown, Tatum or Smart. They're going to go after one of those three or two. They're probably going to ask for. They'll probably go after one of those three for Tristan Thompson. He's not bad, Pats Nation, but he's not like spectacular. I just don't like the return as a whole that we got back. Like, honestly, I would have rather just kept Mookie. I would have rather just kept Mookie Betts. But apparently apparently the Sox are too concerned about the luxury tax, and they wanted to get under, and this new GM they have is kind of a guy that's all about, he's all about the money and all about it's just it fits his style, I guess, from what I'm trying to say. It fits his style. So it is what it is. 76ers lost tonight. That is a good thing. 76ers loss is a good thing for the Celtics. Anytime they take the L, it is always a good thing. Try to extend that lead, or I believe the Celtics are ahead of the Sixers, if I'm correct, in the standings. So try and extend that lead that they have. Yeah, I know, Pats Nation. It sucks. I wanted to keep Mookie. I wanted to keep Betts. Yeah, Sarah, I saw that. The Heat got Iguodala. I did see that. I heard that last night, actually. Somebody told me that in the chat last night, that Iguodala was going to be headed to the Heat. That's not a bad move by Miami, actually. That is not a bad move by the Celtics. It's really not. What's up, Crisco? How you doing, brother? I didn't mean to almost miss your comment there, bud. What's going on, Crisco? How you doing, brother? What up? Yeah, Pats Nation, they're playing well, man. They're certainly playing well. They're they're obviously gonna be in the playoffs. They'll probably be probably a 3 or a 4 seed at the end of the year. That's probably what they're going to be looking at. I don't think they're going to catch the Celtics unless something catastrophically fails. I think the Celtics are going to be able to maintain the lead that they have on them. But I think the 1-2 in the East are going to be the 1 and 2 are going to be the Bucks and the Celtics. And then I think you're probably looking at the 76ers, the Raptors, the Heat are in there. There's some pretty good teams in the East that have kind of come out of nowhere too. Like, the Heat shocked the hell out of me. I'm surprised the Heat have played very well. Yeah, the Pats Nation, the Milwaukee is just running away with this conference. They're mowing through this conference this year. It's it's like they're on pace for something ridiculous. They're just mowing through this conference right now. Yeah, us and the Raptors are kind of fighting it out for that number 2 spot. Us and the Raptors are fighting it out for that number 2 spot. I think we'll get there eventually. I think we will get there eventually. I think the standings are gonna go. I think it's gonna go Bucks, Celtics, Raptors, Heat, and then who's the 5th one there? I'm losing my train. I can't think of that 5th team, but I do think those are going to be the top 4 in the conference there. But that's my opinion. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Is he? I did not know that. Aaron Rodgers is a minority owner of the Bucks. I did not know that. That's interesting. Hopefully they don't cave under pressure like he did this year. Hopefully they don't pull an Aaron Rodgers and cave under pressure like he did. But see, that just makes me root against the Bucks even more because I can't stand Aaron Rodgers. So that just makes me root against the Bucks even more, knowing he's a minority owner in that on that team or for that team, I should say. That makes me root against them that much more. 12 straight wins. Wow, that's impressive. That's pretty good. It hurts to say that. Oh, Sarah, he played terrible. He was awful against the Niners. He was absolutely awful against the Niners. That's a fact. But we the Celtics the rest of this month, these are important games. Every one of these games this month, every one of these games this month, guys, is for the Celtics is really really important. If they want to keep pace with the Heat and the Raptors, they're gonna all of these games this month mean a lot. Like they can't afford to go on a 3 game losing streak because that could easily dump them down to like a fifth seed if they do. Hey, hey, hold on, guys. The cat being a shit. Come here. What are you trying to get into? Hmm? The Knicks beat the Magic. Interesting. I don't like Rodgers either. I just can't stand Rodgers' attitude. If I had to change a Boston sports logo, which one would it be? I'd have to think about that, Pete. Um, maybe the Bruins one. Maybe the Bruins because it's just kind of like a typical spoked B. Even though it has like a ton of history behind it, maybe I would change the Bruins. I mean, it's kind of an iconic logo though. But I mean, out of the four, it's probably like just like it's not like it's probably the most boring out of the four. But it is it's like it's an iconic logo. So, but they've had a couple of different ones in the past. It was good, Sarah. I actually I did some running around today. That's where I kind of got back a little later than I expected. I'm going on vacation next week, guys. I am leaving Valentine's Day. I'm leaving Friday afternoon. I'm going west. I am flying to visit my family in Arizona, and I'm going to spend a week in the desert hanging out with them. So I'm headed out towards the West Coast as of Valentine's Day. So I'll be taking a week off, week of vacation off. You'll probably see some little videos put up from the vacation here and there. I'll try and give you a couple of little snippets of how the vacation's going. But Valentine's Day, the 14th, we are headed west. Pete, that yeah, the bear logos that the Bruins have had in the past have been pretty badass, man. They've been pretty cool. They've been pretty cool. They've had a few different versions of the bear logo on the jersey. Oh, but believe me, Pete, I've already taken care of that. There's going to be some people coming and checking on him, so he doesn't try and, you know, tear the house up. I got people coming and checking on him because he's a tank when you leave him alone. Come here. What are you trying to bite now? Do not eat the luggage. That's expensive. But yeah, I will be headed out west. We will be in a suburb of Phoenix for the suburbs of Phoenix for a week. That's pretty cool, Sarah. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I'll try and give you guys I'll try and upload a couple of little snippets. Their Second Amendment viewpoints out in Arizona are a little more, let's say, user friendly than where I'm at in Massachusetts. So we're gonna let's just say that they don't have as many restrictions out there. So we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun with some things that go bang. Um, Preferably big bore. So that should be a lot of fun. That's pretty cool, Sarah. We're going to be in Cave Creek, so we're about 20 minutes from Scottsdale. So we're going to be in Cave Creek for the week. But I'm looking forward to that. So that's where I was today, guys. I'm trying to do as much running around and kind of tying up loose ends as I can before we more no just no hunting, Pete. Just target shooting, but it's gonna be with yeah. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Put it that way. It's gonna be a lot of fun. You're gonna I'll put some videos up of how they do it in Arizona. I will put some videos up on how they do it in Arizona because it's gonna be a lot of fun. Mostly just target shooting, though. Mostly just target stuff. Joseph, welcome to the stream. Hello. How are you? But yeah, so I'll try and give you guys little couple minute vlogs on how the trip is going and how the vacation's going. But you probably won't see too much out of me. I'll try, like I said, I'll try and put up a couple of videos if we do anything fun out there. But I'm definitely looking forward to that. So we fly out of here Friday, the 14th at I believe we leave. I'm leaving Boston in. I believe I'm leaving Boston around 4 in the afternoon. So at least I don't have to get up, at the crack of dawn, which is always nice. Yeah, that's mostly what we're gonna be doing, Pete. That's mostly what we're gonna be doing. Just target stuff like the like the gongs and silhouettes It should be a lot of fun, man. I'm looking forward to it. Come here. Come over here. You cannot eat the luggage. Come here. Come here. What are you doing? Come here. Going to my first Boston Bruins game February 27th. Well, I hope you have fun, man. That's awesome. The Garden is the Boston Garden's a great, I should say the TD Garden is a great atmosphere to watch a game in, man. Especially for the Bruins. I hope they get a win for you. I hope they get a win for you, man. It's definitely a lot of fun, though. I've been to quite a few Bruins games, and they are a lot of fun. Not only is the game a lot of fun, but it's in a good the TD Garden's in a good location. There's a lot of like bars and restaurants and stuff surrounding it, so there's a lot to do. So if you go in there, like if you head in like maybe like a couple hours before the game, you can actually like you could have a few drinks or even eat like a dinner before you go, like even eat some food before you go in, because it's stupid expensive in there to buy food and alcohol. But the Garden is a great atmosphere to watch a game. Especially if it's against who are they playing, Joseph? Do you know who they're playing? Who are they playing? Because that does make a difference in the Garden. If it's like against like the Canadians, if they're playing against the Habs or any Canadian team or any of the original six, you're in for a game, man. They play them. They play those teams play each other. They can't stand each other. So it all if you get a good game, the Garden is it'll be rocking, man. It'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, that's pretty good. Like I said, man, there's places all over against the Stars. Oh, so that should be a good game. They should be able to win that game too. So I think you're in for a good time, man. If you've never been to a Bruins game and this is your first one, you're gonna. It's the like I said, the Garden's an awesome place to. The TD Garden's an awesome place to watch a game. You're gonna have a lot of fun. It's gonna be a good time, man. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. Bruins are playing well too, man. They've been on a roll this year, so I think you're gonna be in for a good game. But that's pretty cool, man. That is pretty cool. Where are you, Joseph? Where are you sitting? Do you know where you're sitting? All right, Pete. I will see you later, my dude. Where are you sitting, Joseph? Patriots got an interesting offseason coming up too, guys. You want to talk about them being able to sustain greatness? They got a lot of decisions coming up. Nice, Joseph. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. The old time Bruins, the big bad Bruins from back in the day, man. That's when hockey was hockey. The Patriots got a lot of decisions to make too, guys. Don't get it twisted. Well, if he's not saying anything, then you're probably sitting in some pretty good seats because he probably wants to surprise you with where you're sitting. So I would assume you're probably sitting in some pretty good seats if he's not telling you anything. But the Pats got a lot of decisions coming up too, guys. They got a lot of decisions coming up too. there's a lot of contracts expiring this offseason for the Pats, and they got some decisions to make. Their draft this year is going to be very very interesting. They this draft is probably going to start the build for the next generation because I don't think Matt Slater's got too much longer. I think Ben Watson's going to retire. If he already has, if he hasn't already, I think the McCourty twins are getting up there in age. They're going to have to replace them. It's They have all of their, I believe, Van Noy, Hightower, and one other. Van Noy, Hightower, and Collins, I believe, are all up. Their contracts are all up, so they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to address that issue. So the Patriots offseason this year is going to be very interesting, very very interesting. Yeah, Joseph, like I said, the Garden's awesome, man. Wait till you walk. Like it's the energy in that place is crazy. Like it's. I hope you get a good game, and I hope they score a lot of goals, and I hope they play well for you. I hope they play well for you, man. I hope you get to watch a good one. Um, but they got to yeah, the Patriots are another one, guys. The teams. There's positions on that team that are getting very old, and the Pats are going to have to Patriots are going to have to address. They're going to have to address the linebacker issue. I think they're going to have to address I think they're going to have to address the offensive line issue. I know they're hopefully they're going to get David Andrews back, but I would assume they're gonna have to address the O line issues. Skarnecchia retired, which is huge because he's like the offensive line whisperer. Um, he was a big part of the reason. He was a big part of why, if not the main reason, why the O line has been um, uh, the O line has been as good as it has been for so long because Skarnecchia is an incredible offensive line coach. I hope Brady stays too, Joseph. I really do. I hope he stays too. I it would be so weird having to see him outside of a Patriot uniform. It would be weird. It would be very weird. I think it would be weird for the entire NFL to have to get used to Brady wearing another uniform. That just wouldn't seem right after 20 years in the same uniform. It would just be weird, but the Patriots got a this offseason's going to be big, man. This is a big year coming up here for the Pats. They got to make the right moves, and they got to do everything they can to start to start the whole. I don't want to say a rebuild, but they have to do because it's really not a quote unquote rebuild. It's you have to they have to start setting themselves up for the future for to keep the success that the teams had. They have to do that. They can't just keep kicking this can down the street. You gotta you're probably gonna have to make some hard decisions this year. Um, they're probably gonna have to make a couple of hard decisions this year on who they hang on to and who they get rid of. Like I said, Collins, Hightower, and Van Noy's contracts are all up. All three of those guys' contracts are expiring this year. So there's your three of your three like exceptionally solid linebackers. The McCourty twins are getting old. Like I said, the McCourty twins are getting old. You're going to have to do something to replace them at some point, whether it's this year or next year, or you can't just keep, like I said, you can't just keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. They're going to have to start addressing some of these issues. They're definitely going to have to start addressing some of these issues that are coming up. The defensive line has got to be addressed. I don't think they were as good as they would have hoped they were going to be. I think they have to do something about that. They probably have to, if not pick somebody up in free agency, or at least try and draft a solid interior lineman, which I think they've been lacking for like 5 years now. They need a solid interior defensive lineman, which they haven't had in a while. There's a lot of question marks facing the Patriots that got to be answered this year. There's definitely a lot of question marks that are going to be coming up. It's going to be interesting to see how this whole Brady, Belichick, and Kraft saga plays out. Will Kraft have the intestinal fortitude to let Brady go if he wants too much money? That's the question. That's the real question, is if Brady wants an out of reach amount of money that Kraft can't give him, or Kraft doesn't want to give him because he's going to handcuff the team for 5 years, will he have the intestinal fortitude to let Brady go? That's the question. That's a big question. That is the question that's going to tell you how they look at Brady. What's up, Phil? What's going on, my dude? What's up, man? I mean, I don't think Brady leaves, but I don't. I mean, are they? And I've heard multiple reports saying that the team is, they're ready to commit. They're ready to commit 30 plus million to him. But you have to think that's you're committing that money to him. And it can't go elsewhere. So if you're saying that Brady's gonna get 30 to 35 per year, um, that means that money can't go anywhere. That you can't spend that anywhere else. So it's you gotta play the game. You gotta play the game, and you gotta realize that if you want Brady on the team, you're probably gonna lose some of these other guys. You may lose Donta Hightower. I think both sides are seeing it's been a giant game of chicken, Joseph. I think that's basically what this is. But here's the thing: Belichick has the intestinal fortitude to call Brady's bluff, and then if Brady, because Belichick, he'll let Brady go to free agency. He would let him go. He would let him go to free agency. Belichick would absolutely do that. Would Robert Kraft let that happen? I don't know about that. I could not give you that answer. I don't think it would happen. Danny made no, he did not. Phil, the Tristan Thompson thing is what I've been hearing too. That Ainge is gonna try to get Tristan Thompson here and just buy. Yeah, I've been hearing that. I've read that a couple of times now in a few different articles from beat writers from Boston. That is a very likely scenario that could happen this offseason. They will try and buy out Tristan Thompson. What do you think of Tristan Thompson? Do you think he fits what the Celtics? Do you think he fits what the Celtics? The system that they have here, or do you think it's kind of it's kind of like or are the Celtics reaching? I'm kind of undecided at the moment. My one issue with Tristan Thompson is that um, he he needs to play every single play. If he's engaged, if Tristan Thompson is engaged, he's great. But you got to keep him engaged. That's my only issue. That's my only issue with that. It would be interesting, Phil, if Mookie ended up coming back here next year. It would be very interesting to see if Mookie came back here next year. Do I think it's realistically going to happen? Probably not, because I think I think the Dodgers, once they realize, how good Mookie can be, um, they will probably sign him to a long term deal. They would probably sign him to a long term deal. Um, once they see how he performs, but I don't think Mookie will be coming back. What's up, Deuce? What up, my guy? How you doing, brother? What up? Yeah, see, the question, Phil, is we would have to keep him engaged, and I think Danny Ainge would be. I mean, not Danny. I don't. I think the coaching staff for the Celtics, and I think um, Brad Stevens would be very. I think he would be good at keeping Tristan engaged and keeping him focused and playing hard, which I think that was at times. I don't think he actually played that hard. So, but then again, the teams that he's been stuck on have not exactly been, contenders. So, um, I think getting him motivated shouldn't be too hard when he's playing on a team that's always in contention like the Celtics. But I think he does fit, and I think the size that he brings would be pretty good, pretty beneficial for the C's. Um, I think Stevens would like him because he's kind of I think he's kind of a versatile player, and I think Stevens tends to lean towards guys that can do, a bunch of things really well and not one thing exceptional and nothing else. Deuce. Yeah, Deuce. I fully expect the Dodgers to sign Mookie to an extension. I don't think he'll be coming back here. I realistically don't. I think the Dodgers are going to sign him to a long term deal. And the Dodgers have one of you're right. The Dodgers have one of the best farm systems in the Dodgers have one of the best farm systems in the Major League Baseball. So that you are correct on that one. Nomar, it's going back in the day, man. Yeah, the Sox farm system's pretty good, Deuce, but the Dodgers farm system is the best in the major leagues. The Dodgers farm system is ridiculous. The farm system for LA is very good. Very good. We did like you did say, Deuce, though. We did the Dodgers did give the Sox, I think they gave them, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they gave them three or four farm players. I think prospects. I believe it was three or four prospects in return for Mookie. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see who actually wins that trade. To see who wins that trade in the long run. To see how these the Dodgers prospects that we got in return pan out. We'll have to watch that in the long term too. We'll have to watch that one in the long term. 5 years from now, we'll have to take a look back at that and see who actually won that trade. Yeah, the Bruins. Yeah, Phil. Both teams have been playing well, man. They have both. The Bruins, despite hitting these little skids here and there, they've played well, man. They've played real good. Yeah, yeah, Deuce. It was pretty good. I I I think I think the Dodgers made out better just because of the player that Betts is. I think the Dodgers did win that trade though. I think they did win that trade. The Dodgers, I think they won the trade. Mookie's going to do well in LA. Betts is going to do well in LA. He'll perform well for the Dodgers. He will. Mookie will definitely play well for the Dodgers. He'll perform well. I think LA is going to be happy, and they got Price as well. So they got a pretty good starting pitcher in David Price as well. Um, I do think LA won that trade. I think LA won the trade. Nice, Joseph. So you're a family full of Red Sox fans. That's awesome, man. I am going to be doing as many Red Sox games as I have time to do. So I can't wait for the Sox season to start back up. It's going to be the Red Sox are going to be interesting. They're going to be very very interesting this year to see how they actually perform. Um, the Sox have no manager. They have no manager yet. Like they haven't. There's a lot of I think there's a lot of kind of second guessing going on behind the scenes there at Fenway. I think it's going to be this season. This season could probably be one of the toughest the Sox are going to face when it comes to just off the field adversity. So we're going to see how they perform though. This season's going to be one to watch for sure. It's definitely going to be one to watch for the Celtics. Yeah, it was. I do think Deuce. I do think you guys won the trade. I think LA won the trade. I think the Dodgers did win the trade. I think they got a better deal, but they're from what I've been reading, Deuce, the prospects that we got from LA are supposed to be very good. The prospects that we got from the Dodgers are supposed to be very very good. Phil, that's the one upside too. The one upside is they're going to have to. They're paying this year. They're paying out the nose this year. They're paying guys that aren't even here. They're going to have to eat some of Price's money. They're still paying. I think they're still paying two people that two salaries. I forget who it is that aren't even Red Sox anymore. And then Dustin Pedroia is making $13 million this year, so that is atrocious. They need to just cut. They need as much as I loved watching Pedroia in his heyday. They gotta cut bait with that dude. He's cooked. He's got nothing left in the tank. They gotta cut bait with him. They gotta take that $13 million and they gotta go spend it elsewhere. Like they're paying Pedroia way too much. Like way too much. That's cool, Joseph. You're good, man. Nothing like a good old fashioned Yankees Red Sox rivalry, man. You're all good, Joseph. Nothing like a good old fashioned Red Sox Yankees rivalry. But yeah, they gotta they yeah, they're still paying Pablo. Yeah, they're still paying Phil. It's ridiculous. They came out with something today. They're paying like $40 million in debt in like dead cap space, like dead cap money, which is like they're paying like a ridiculous amount for Price, and they're paying like a ridiculous amount for Sandoval, and then Pedroia's making 13 million. Like they're paying so much just useless like dead cap space money, and it's like they just got to get through this year, and they should be in a better spot after this season. But they're going to be crunched for money this year. They're going to be big time crunched for money. So that point alone tells me that I don't know how I really don't know. I really don't know how much spending and how much revamping you're actually going to see for this team. Like you're probably going to see a pretty similar team to last year, because I don't think they can afford to make any real big kind of blockbuster splash moves. Yeah, but Dombrowski does that, Phil. Like, look at the last team. Look at the teams he's been on. That's what he does. He has that win now mentality. He has that win now mentality. He doesn't look towards the future. He has kind of like a 2 or 3 year window that he sets himself up with. That's kind of how he's set. Every team that he's been a part of. Look at what he did to the Tigers. Look at what he did to Detroit. They're like they've been a desolate wasteland in the farm system ever since he left. Like that team, he destroyed the farm system and he cut a bunch. Like the moves that he made just absolutely just sunk that team in the long run. It's Dombrowski is a win now kind of guy. They brought Dombrowski in to win a World Series, and that's that's it. Like he's a win now mentality. He never looks towards the future. So I'm pretty sure they knew what they were getting with him, but they brought him in anyways. That's just my like. I think that's that's just who he is. That's who Dave Dombrowski is. He doesn't look towards the future. Hey Sabrina, how are you? I'm good. How do I think Sale's gonna do this year? That's Deuce. But from what I've heard this year, Deuce, the Sox are pretty much doing every that new manager they brought in from Tampa Bay. Deuce is cutting and slashing. He's like trying to get according to what they've said in the media here in Boston, the owner of the Sox wants to be under the luxury tax. So he's, the new manager, the new GM, I should say, of the Red Sox is under strict orders from upper management to get them under the luxury tax. So I think they're trying to pinch pennies this year for some reason. I'm good, Sabrina. How do I think Chris Sale's going to do this year? He's a wild card cuz he can never seem to stay healthy. Dude, that's funny, man. I don't care. They better spend money. I want to win a damn World Series. I hear you, dude. I hear you. The Dodgers will be good though, Deuce. They'll be good, man. Dude, we pushed that dude straight out the door. See ya. We pushed him out of L.A. Goodbye. No, I know, man. I know. The Dodgers will be in a good spot though. They will be. They have been every year, dude. Dodgers are in it every year. I got no I got no doubt that they'll be right back. They'll pick up right where they left off last year. They're a good team, man. Dodgers are a good team. They'll pick up right where they left off last year. I think they'll be right back in it. I think they are going to be right back in it. And now they're going to be more motivated than ever because like they got hosed, man. They got hosed. They uh they got absolutely hosed in that World Series deal. In that cheating scandal, they got hosed. So they're going to be more Deuce. They're going to be more motivated than ever to get one. To get one. So it's like they're you know good and well that they're going to be more motivated than ever. Yeah, the Sox have been good for a bit now, Deuce. They've hit a good stretch, man. They've been in contention for a while. Ever since ever since that first World Series, they've they've been pretty good, man. They've been lucky. Their farm system has built up pretty well. Although it's kind of run a little bit dry as of late because they've called up a lot of a lot of young talent. So they do kind of their scouts down in the minor leagues got to go back to work because they've exhausted a little they've exhausted a lot of guys coming up from the minor leagues. So they're gonna have to do some rebuilding down there as well. Deuce, I'm telling you, man, y'all are gonna be more motivated than ever after getting hosed. Like, come on, man, you can't tell me LA's not gonna be like have a little extra, chip on their shoulders playing through this season because they got hosed, man. The Dodgers got hosed. Like they're gonna be playing with a little extra, a little extra oomph behind them. Oh, Jeremy, bro, listen. New England sports teams and New England sports fans, bro. I'm 100% with you, man. New England sports fans are very we are very lucky. We are very lucky. I am not denying that one bit, man. We have been incredibly lucky with the sports teams in the Boston area. It's been a heck of a run, man. It's been a hell of a run for the New England sports teams, starting from 2000, like if you want to go as far back as 98, with the or not even 98, 96 when not 98, 96 when the 96 when the Patriots were in the Super Bowl with the Packers, like um it's I'm telling you, Jeremy, we've been. I like, dude. I realize, that you have you have to, man. Like just look at the Pats, look at the Patriots. Brady's gonna retire one day, and then they're gonna be just like every other team that's searching for a franchise quarterback. You got to embrace the how it is, man. I've just learned to just you just got to embrace it, man. Just enjoy it while it's here. That's how I look at the Boston sports teams now, man. You just got to enjoy the run that they're on. You got to enjoy the success they have because any given year they can fall right off. They can fall right off, and it can go right back to the way they were. It was we've just we've been very lucky, very lucky. Deuce, I think you guys will win. I think you'll win one in the next 2 or 3 years. I think you'll win one in the next 2 or 3 years. Personally, a Dodgers and Yankees World Series this year coming up would be spectacular. Phil, I don't know about you, Phil, and I don't know about any other Red Sox fans in here. I'm worried about this season with what has gone on in the offseason and just just the moves that the Sox have made, and I'm worried about the Sox season this year. I don't know if it's gonna go. I don't know if they're gonna be performing like we all hope they are. Thanks, Salsa. What's up, my dude? Thanks for dropping by, brother. Much appreciated. Deuce, I think you guys will. I think you'll win one in the next 2 or 3 years. I think I give. Yeah, you guys. The Dodgers have consistently been in contention. They've been right there. Yeah, no, Phil, I know. I have faith in in the farm system and in what the team itself and the organization. I just am worried about this year, man. Me either, Sabrina. Neither do I. That's what I'm saying. I have definite concerns about this coming year for the Sox. I definitely do. I have my concerns. That's for sure. John, I'm thinking too, man. I'm pretty sure they're gonna. It's either gonna be them or the Yankees, John Blaze. It's either gonna be them or the Yankees. That's pretty funny there, Joseph. But yeah, that's my thinking, John Blaze. It's either gonna be the Yanks or the Dodgers that win the next one, because both of those teams are set up pretty good. Both of those teams are set up pretty good. But it's 11:30, guys. I got to get up at 4 a.m. I just wanted to come on here and hang out with you guys for a little bit, but I got to get up in about 4.5 hours. So I will catch all of you guys Friday night. We will be going live for the Celtics and the Hawks. So hopefully the C's can get a win. They play Atlanta, which they should be able to handle pretty good. But that is the next time I will be live, guys. I will see you for the Celtics and the Hawks game. Once again, I just wanted to come on here and hang out with y'all for a little bit and chop it up with you guys. And thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Much appreciated. As always, I will catch you later. And all of the support is greatly appreciated, guys. Y'all are awesome. But I'm tired, and I'm getting out of here. So, Sabrina, Phil, John, Salsa, Joseph, Deuce, my man Deuce, nice chatting with y'all tonight. Good hanging out with you. And I am out of here, guys. I am going to bed. I am out. Y'all have a good night. Peace.